Hearing the beat now, it's pulling me in. Meet me at midnight, oh yeah. If you're ready to get down, bring your friends. Meet me at midnight, oh yeah. Down on your knees, you're begging, please, you want it. My love's like fire, it'll leave you burning. Down on your knees, you're begging, please, you want it. My love's so sweet, sweeter. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. It's like we're magnetic, you're pulling me in. I'll never forget this, oh yeah. Young and we're ready, so don't be afraid. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Down on your knees, you're begging, please, you want it. My love's like fire, it'll leave you burning. Down on your knees, you're begging, please, you want it. My love's so sweet, sweeter. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. If you think that you got it, don't stop. Hands up, put your money where your mouth is, boy. If you think that you got it, don't stop. Hands up, put your money where your mouth is, boy. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is. If you think that you got it, hands up, put your money where your mouth is.
So this has been fun and freaky and exciting and scary all at once. So basically, I have a version of my novel from my editor with all the changes marked, and then I have another document with all the changes made, which I really appreciate. So I can go through and look through everything she suggested, but I also have a document with the changes already made, so I don't have to go through and do it myself. And then she also gave me a style sheet, which basically has the style choices that I made throughout the document, and also a list of characters, places, and other references that I've used in the document, just all compiled, which I find really useful myself. And then there's also a reader report, which is just like a summary of everything, basically. And so there's a lot of changes to go through. There's about 3,500 comments of changes or suggestions, and right now I'm on change 343, so I have a ways to go, but it's fine because I feel like a lot of them I can skip over once I see the the mistake a few times. Like, I didn't know how to do the ellipses correctly, the ... So every time there's that, I can skip a few changes for where she fixed that. So that makes it go a little bit faster, but it's still a little overwhelming. But luckily I have this whole weekend to get through this.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow.
I got a ton done today. I made it to chapter 4, which doesn't sound all that impressive, but I'm already at change 632 out of 3,500, which I feel like is a decent ways through the edits. So, and I'm hoping to get through all of this weekend, but if not by the end of day tomorrow, then for sure by the end of day Monday. And I'm really excited. This is big stuff.
Felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold.
Ready for a bedtime story, Aurora? It's called The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter.
Real, you made me so speechless. I just can't believe it. You broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame.
I haven't vlogged in ages. So, where have I been? All over the place. It's weird when you work 8 hours a day, but I've slowly but surely been making my way through book 1, edits from the editor. Have not gone back to book 3 yet though, but I hope to at least look back at it a little bit more before the end of the month, since that was what my April project was for camp. But it's weird because I'm like going back and forth between the first 3 books in my series basically during edits, and you're probably going to be able to hear those cat meows, so that's cool.
This is what happens when we put an ice cube in the water fountain filter. The cats freak out. Is it melted now? Where'd it go?
So to sum up this Camp NaNoWrimo, it was productive and not productive. But, I mean, doesn't that apply to every NaNoWrimo? There were some days where I did really well and other days where I didn't do much at all. But in the end, I did end up getting through all of book 3, like my first round going through it. So I feel like I accomplished a lot, especially since it's so long. But I didn't get much more than that done because I got edits back on book 1, and that was a little distracting. And I haven't quite finished with those because it's taking longer than expected. It just takes me much longer to edit than it does to write, so it's a constant struggle. But anyways, I have 2 months to recover until next Camp NaNowrimo, and hopefully then I will be further along in the project and I'll have more that I can get done in a month, and maybe my life situation will be a little bit more figured out by then. I mean, isn't that always the goal? Anyways, thanks for following this journey, and I hope everyone who's been following this did well in their Camp NaNowrimo this year, this April, and here's to the next one.